It was past midnight. Rain pounded the windshield as I drove the lonely highway back home. The GPS flickered, then glitched. Rerouting, it said, leading me down a road I didn't recognize. I turned onto a narrow, foggy path. No streetlights, no signs, just trees swallowing the sky. Then I saw her, a woman in a white dress, soaked and shivering on the roadside. Against my better judgment, I stopped. She didn't speak, just climbed in, dripping water onto the seat. Her eyes were dark, hollow, but I kept driving. A mile in, she whispered, "You missed a turn." I froze. I hadn't told her where I was going. I started, but she interrupted. "You never listen." Her voice was deeper now. Wrong. I looked over. She was staring straight ahead, her face pale and cracking like old porcelain. The car jerked. Headlights blinked. My radio screamed static. "Oh, turn back!" a voice shrieked through the speakers. I slammed the brakes. When I turned to her seat, it was empty. Just wet footprints on the mat and a blood-stained handprint on the window. Panicking, I sped off. The road looped again and again. I passed the same dead deer, the same broken sign. Then, my rear-view mirror showed her, sitting in the back seat, smiling. I crashed into a ditch. When I woke up, police were around. They said I'd been in a coma for 2 days. They pulled my wrecked car from the trees. Inside was a white dress, soaked in blood. But they never found her body. They told me I was alone. But every time I drive at night, the seat behind me feels warm. It was a stormy night when Laura found herself standing in front of the abandoned house, the one everyone in town whispered about. They said it was cursed, that no one who entered ever returned the same. With each step she took inside, the air grew heavier. The walls groaned under the weight of decades of neglect. But what unsettled her most were the faint whispers she began to hear. Too soft to understand, yet unmistakable. The whispers grew louder. Were they in her head, or were they coming from the walls? She pressed on, convinced that she was just imagining things. But then, she felt it. And when she looked back, a shadowy figure stood in the corner, its eyes glowing red. It didn't move, but it was watching. Suddenly, she saw it in the mirror, an unsettling, twisted smile. But she was alone, or so she thought. Her reflection wasn't hers. It was smiling, urging her to enter the darkness. Something was waiting beyond that door. The room, alive. Laura stepped closer to the door, her feet moving of their own accord. As her hand reached for the knob, the mirror beside her shifted, and there it was. Her reflection. But it wasn't her anymore. Her reflection grinned, eyes black as coal. The house was no longer just a house. It was a creature, alive and hungry, and the whispers faded into an ominous silence. Laura had become part of the house, trapped forever in the darkness. And every night, when the wind howls, the house calls out for the next one, just like Laura.